To repeat the dose, got a little bit tight on him there for Luxton. All action over, 15 from it and the wicket of Milan, 33 for 1.
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
Severus, he is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसकी फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
Lancashire will continue to go with their pace attack. James Anderson coming in for a second over. You feel as though the scoring rate may be reasonably high when the pace is on the ball and when the ball is hard. It'll be what happens outside of that when things slow down. The pitch did feel a little bit on the brittle side, a little dry. Can Lancashire pick up another one with this new ball?
And on that butch, we have just seen a little bit of variation in bounce, haven't we, already in the first 3 overs. Like Luke Wood is a skiddy bowler by nature anyway, but just that wicket of David Milan just seemed to skid through a little bit more. By contrast, the 2 balls that we've seen go for boundaries, go for sixes, have been a little bit more in it and a little bit more bounce. That one just held as well. Luxton did well actually to check his shot and not just pop it up to mid-wicket. Glorious evening. A lot of white on in the pod this evening, trying to reflect the heat back. It's not affecting you though, is it? You all right? My top lip's sweating. I'm not even running around. Too much information. Oh, that's gorgeous. Glorious strike from Johnny Bairstow. He held the pose for a second and he knew the second that it came off the bat, it was all the way for 6. Rob White getting a chance to air the armpits, and that is a maximum. That is a beautiful shot from Johnny Bairstow. He's just recognised the ball's a little bit fuller from James Anderson. I think what I like the most about it was the timing. He's not tried to overhit that. He's gone sailing into the crowd, into the pavilion. Got any activations for crowd catches at Old Trafford?
भाइयों एक बार सब लोग लाइक कर दो स्ट्रीम के. Everyone like the stream.
Sadly not, but we do have the first ball flyer. If Lancashire had taken a wicket on the first ball of the innings, some lucky person in the crowd would have been on an all-expense trip to Dubai. And it happened, Luke Wood took a wicket first ball against Derbyshire last Sunday.
Useful. Just the first ball of the game, though. Can't be the first ball of the second innings.
The Lancashire innings, so it could be first or second innings, but it has to be Lancashire's innings. So yeah, lucky couple were off. Don't know what the names were, but they're going to Dubai. Hope they have a good time. It's worth being a Lancs fan.
Yeah, I wonder how that could have come about. There's some sort of affiliation with an airline or something. Looks like some player. 3 boundaries already. And that one was sweetly struck. 46 for 1.
मौजूद अक्टूबर आवाशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया. आज भी था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था. सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था.
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना. ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, बैक से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर.
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है.
मैं जेल में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया.
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सबके लिए खोपड़ी.
Tom Hartley, England's forgotten man. It's match 5 in India for England. Has been doing good work for Lancashire in the blast. 2 for 29 against the Bears last time out. I think he might enjoy conditions here today. Oh, not if he bowls that length. That's out of here. Do not drag it down to Johnny Bairstow. And that's the 50 up for Yorkshire.
Immediately under pressure, Tom Hartley. Off the bat, it didn't look like that should go for 6, but it stayed so flat. It's gone like a tracer bullet. Top of stump lengths. It's not a bad length to bowl at Old Trafford, but Johnny Bairstow on it immediately.
Followed his man there. Cops one on the back of the calf for his trouble. Not under fire here in their home patch, Lancashire. Finds the gap, but good scampering in the outfield. We'll keep that down to 1. Young 24-year-old Will Loxton is Keighley born. Must have a bright future. That strike rate of 150 is no fluke, judging by the quality of his ball striking here. Not where he was aiming it. Bairstow looking to hit it for 6 off the back foot over extra cover.
Just a bit of width from Tom Hartley. It's probably not where he's trying to bowl in the power play with 2 fielders out on the leg side, but Johnny Bairstow quick on it again.
Oh no!
See Bairstow just moving around, trying to put Tom Hartley off his line to bowl. Like I said, you've only got 2 fielders out, it's difficult.
Just trying to get it underneath Johnny Bairstow. Misses. Bairstow does not. 6 over cover. He tried it earlier, didn't get the result he wanted, but boy did he get it that time. 5 done, 62 for 1.
A crime drama like never before. That will keep you on the edge.
सर लड़की की बॉडी अभी तक नहीं मिली।
आपको अभी तक जो भी इस केस के बारे में बताया गया है सब झूठ है।
That will leave you haunted. Crime dramas will never be the same.
Is she alive?
Black, white and grey. Love Kills. Streaming now on Sony Live.
First, they played 3 spinners as well. Johnny Bairstow is off to a flyer. 42 from 21. Owen Morgan, this wicket looks quite a nice one to bat on.
Evening Corky, evening everyone. It certainly does feature of this ground here. Consistent bounce, true bounce you would say. And a lovely place to bat once you get yourself in. Johnny Bairstow 42 from 21. Almost set here now. And I'd imagine that's why we're seeing Luke Wood coming in for his 3rd over in the power play. Keaton Jennings spending his resources, knowing how much of a cog Bairstow is for this Yorkshire team at the top of the order. They want to get into that middle order. Yeah, good pace, good bounce so far. That will slow up as we get through the innings.
Yeah, helped it on its way really, leg side. Still is only allowed 2 fielders out. When Bairstow is in this form, he's hard to bowl to.
It's just hard to make plans to. Varies between moving across the stumps, flicking around, staying deep. Just manipulating the ball, particularly on the leg side, is his strong point. The whole of the offside is up. So he's not trying to fight it through the offside. Just be a pause. The members in the pavilion taking their time to sit down.
Yeah, and he can't give any width. Cannot give any width on the offside here. It's okay. Does he take it? No. Thought at one stage he was going to take it. Highest power play for Yorkshire against Lancashire here. It's Rose's battle. Great atmosphere. The crowd has come in. Buzzing at Old Trafford. Oh, a little bit of luck. Top edge. Bairstow won't mind that. It's another 50 for Johnny Bairstow. What a player he is. 30th in T20 cricket, Owen Morgan, and it's just off 24 balls.
Yeah, impressive. Serious ball striker over the course of his career. He's hit some wonderful shots tonight. He's hits the ball so hard. Those fours just off his second ball, and from that moment, he's looked in fine touch.
There is a bit of protection. It's going to have to do well here. Yes, really good. Phil Salt, really good from him. His first 50 this season for Bairstow, which is a surprise. Probably shouldn't be a surprise for where Yorkshire find themselves in the league. Have to really win this game, or guess what? They're out. Not mathematically out, but probably gone. Lancashire, they'll win this game, 1 foot in those quarterfinals, and they'll be desperate for a home quarterfinal to pack this out. That's good, really good. A little bit of pace off. I think we're going to see more and more of that. End of the power play, and Yorkshire 72 for 1.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली है इस राइफल से फायर हुई है। मेरी राइफल है। गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर।
Has been all Johnny Bairstow. He will look to build on this half century. Post a good score and defend it later on here tonight.
Michael Goff, who singles, it's the end of the power play. Luke Wells, decent all-rounder. Does a good job in the middle with his leg spin. He's under a bit of pressure here. Bairstow is in, and he's going to look to try and hit him out of Manchester. It's a little bit lucky there. Straight to backward point.
Hey, you say he was trying to hit him out of Manchester, but the short side is dead straight. Wells will try and bowl hard into the stumps. Try and hit the top of the stumps, that type of length. Get him hitting towards the leg side, away from that short boundary straight.
Cut away, there is protection. Yeah, these sort of grounds, we had it a little bit last night at Derby, where you want to, if you're going to get hit as a bowler, get hit square. You're right, bowl it into the surface. Don't just lob it up there, because they'll just hit you straight back over your head. Been impressed with this Luxton. Look at him so far. Couple of fours and off the mark with a 6.
Fine, man, don't worry. That's well said.
Yorkshire this season have been one of the most destructive sides in the power play, but have struggled in the mid-period. Why would that be?
Yeah, here, think a number of reasons. I think mainly loss of wickets. You want to come out of the power play with momentum into this period of the game and keep that intent that Luxton and Bairstow have created. Oh! And I'd say even more so at this ground, Dominic Court, because Seam concedes a higher run rate than Spin does, simply because of the conditions. Natural conditions at this ground encourage spinners to give it a good rip. Bigger boundary square as well.
A little bit of a drag down, and that good over turned into, well, not a bad over, but it finishes with 8 from it. Another maximum for Johnny Bairstow. That's his 5th, 6th. 7 overs have gone. It's 80 for 1.
दीपर चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का?
साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था।
वो यही था।
जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
Not sure about those shades.
Just been skiing, maybe?
Yeah, I hope so, or something.
Something.
I hope they were free as well. Anyway, double change, double spin then. Chris Green into the attack from the Jimmy Anderson end, or is it the Sir Jimmy Anderson end now? It surely must be. Or Sir James. Sounds better, doesn't it? A man who just varies his pace, Chris Green. How would you look to play him?
Yeah, here he's a high-quality operator. I actually played alongside him at the Sydney Thunder. Specialises now in T20 cricket around the world. Does a brilliant job. Just slight variations. Uses that extra height that he has to offer. Oh, and normally you might see him bowling the power play, bowling the real tough overs. There's a lot of variations, just runs through. But you would say the key to his bowling is that controlling of length. We talk about Luke Wells looking to do it from bowling into the shorter side straight. Chris Green will look to do the same thing. Gets an extra bit of bounce, potentially get batters looking to score square, rush them for pace. Has an ability to beat both sides of the bat.
Into the gap, is it? It is in the gap. Nearly did him. Nearly did it. A little bit of backspin to Luke Wood. Picks up a couple. Again, he's following him. He's not allowing him to get underneath it here.
Yeah, Green doing the right thing, trying to get Bairstow off strike. 61 from 32 and flying. Looks to have started well, but would rather bowl. The batters only faced 13 deliveries as opposed to 31.
It's Bairstow back on strike. This has been a decent over from Green so far. We saw it from Wells until that last delivery. Extra man now on the offside, so 2 fielders for Bairstow are behind point here. Does that mean he's going to go wider?
Well, I think he'll control his leg. He wants to take him away from that leg side slog sweep or down the ground straight.
He's just trying to get it full, as full as he can. Pace on. And a decent over from Green, just 6 runs from it, and Yorkshire after 8, 86 for 1.
It's soft. See, it
प्यार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है.
Just over there towards the point. The point, that big red building in front of it, is packed. Great place to watch it. No sun on you as well.
Yeah, good crowd, great fixture, Corky. Remember, fixtures like these, big derbies like these, have the ability to elevate your domestic players, catapult them into the eyes of possible national selectors or franchise tournaments around the world. Because you put under pressure in front of big crowds.
Blatherwick then into the attack with his 9, the 9th over. Half an appeal, nearly a run out. Sometimes Johnny Bairstow, I don't like saying it, he can be a bit dozy at times, can't he? And it's a horrible word to say, but he's looking for the ball.
Well, it's not the first time people would have made that comment. Rewind the clock to the Ashes at Lords. He's trying to take one to the bowler. He would have been in. Perhaps just lost sight of the ball. Oh no, it would have been a terrible way to go.
And that's going to go down the leg. He's looking for the boundary. Everything is set now for leg side. The four fielders are on the leg side out. And these four fielders in the circle are on the offside. So short third, backward point, extra cover. And Luke Wood is at mid-off, talking to Blatherwick, saying, right, OK, your field is set leg side. Don't become predictable. Get the length, the line spot on. Yeah, that's good. That is good.
Yeah, first time in the innings, Lancashire mustered dots together. First time 3 in a row. Just to build in pressure here from Blatherwick. I like it. Bowling to a plan. Is there an opportunity or a chance coming?
Straight back down the ground. This will be a boundary. Salt will not cut this off. Just a little bit over pitched.
Yeah, you felt as if something was going to happen. Blatherwick just had held his length, which he had done so well. Mixed it up in the first 3 deliveries, just over pitching. In the field that was set with mid-off up. Johnny Bairstow just needs to punch it down the ground to apply pressure back onto him now.
Short of a length, and he tries to get it up and over. Third, Oasis playing in Manchester. Were you an Oasis fan?
I can't say I was a big Oasis fan, but yeah, I imagine they'd be quite good to see live, Corky. Were you?
No, they weren't me. But I reckon they'll be brilliant. I'm sure they'll all be. If they're not here, they'll be just going down towards Eaton Park.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the train was busy on the way up from Euston. Some characters on it. They weren't coming for the cricket.
Decent over with that boundary in it. 5 from it. 9 overs are done. 91 for 1.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
And Bairstow is in, 67 from 38. 5 6s and 5 4s in his innings so far. Now, a few little problems. Still in a decent position. Look, second in the league at the moment, and just trying to make sure they get in the quarterfinals first. Change of ends for Hartley. Nice length to start off.
You talk about a good start for Yorkshire. This is around the period of the game in the first innings where you start looking at projected scores. What does Johnny Bairstow think will be a good score? I've no doubt be talking to Will Luxton as well.
Got it. He has got it. Head down, didn't even look. Straight into the crowd. Dropped, obviously. Decent shot.
Brilliant shot, you would say. It's almost a half a sweep with a straight bat. Stands upright, doesn't quite get down on the one knee. Gets a hell of a clean strike on it. Sound off the bat was crisp. He's impressed so far this evening.
He's enjoying Old Trafford. It's his first game here at Old Trafford in a Rosie's battle. That is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, I'll be very happy with that. Brings up the 100 for Yorkshire. And in some style as well. Just picks the length, comes down the wicket. Doesn't try and overhit it.
Back straight's another boundary now. Pressure's on Lancashire here and Hartley. They are flying Yorkshire.
This actually could be even better. To give himself some room to open up the offside, but Hartley does smart, goes wide, but the leverage he had to get his hands through the ball. Talk about projected scores, Corky. They clearly think it's a very good surface. Average score here this year is 179. Current run rate takes them up to 222.
Straight back over his head for a maximum. What an over for Yorkshire. 24 from it. We're halfway in this first innings and Yorkshire 115 for 1.
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
Severus, he is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसके फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
37 from just 18. So Lancashire on their home patch just finding some answers here or trying to. Yorkshire went hard in the power play. They think the pitch is slow. It is a little bit slow, but they've accelerated now. Decision from Johnny Bairstow. 22 years of age. Look good, Butch.
Sure has. Early on, I thought Luke Wood had done him for pace, tucked him up on the pull shot. He sailed it over the boundary. Striking has been extremely clean.
Push for two. Johnny Bairstow got out of the traps quickly.
It's good that Yorkshire have kept him up the order. This is almost the last chance saloon for them. They lose tonight and the likelihood of them qualifying is exceptionally slim. They've got Abdullah Shafiq that they've signed, Pakistani international, winner of the PSL with Calanders.
Oh, gone long enough, gone a long way actually. Lovely connection. He continues to impress. 45 now.
100 partnership comes up in some style, and they could have very easily gone with the international experience up top, but they obviously see something in Will Luxton. See the way he kept his head down there. A bit of Martin Guptill about that. Just didn't even look up. Kept the head down. Bang. The connection's good. You know it's out of here.
Enjoying pace on the ball. Goes again. Now then, don't think he's got enough of it. Phil Salt will complete the... Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it? The simplest of catches. Okay, it went up a long way. Phil Salt will catch that 9.5 out of 10.
Went straight into the sun. We sympathise. He's not far away from our line here in the pod. Not got any sunglasses on. You see here, he steadies himself. He thinks he's got it, and then, oh, hang on, I've got to go back. And it all looked a little bit casual. Should have taken it.
He's been standing in that position for quite some time. If he's concerned about the sun, then surely he gets some glasses out or is aware of it. Put away square this time. Good work in the deep. Saved a couple of runs.
Well, that could be extremely costly. This partnership is motoring. 103 from 50. well. But how many of them do you see strike spinners as well as this at this age?
Particularly down the ground, the sweeps and reverse sweeps, but he's just changed the angle around the wicket. He's just asking Will Luxton, come on in, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, and he's going to change the angle again. So he's just trying to make him feel a little uncomfortable here, not be lined up. Might well go for 4, it does. Make that 60 now for Will Luxton.
Front foot, back foot, doesn't matter. Picked up the leg really quickly here. Green tried to drive it back of a length, tried to catch him on the top of the bat coming forward. Luxton spotted it, rocked back and creamed it through mid-wicket.
Changing up around the wicket now. It would have been a stunner. Would have been an absolute stunner. If anyone was capable of catching it, Chris Green, probably one that could. 12 gone, 141 for 1.
A crime drama like never before. That will keep you on the edge.
सर लड़की की बॉडी अभी तक नहीं मिली.
आपको अभी तक जो भी इस केस के बारे में बताया गया है सब झूठ है.
That will leave you haunted. Crime dramas will never be the same.
Is she alive?
Black, white and grey. Love Kills. Streaming now on Sony Live.
Yeah, definitely carried. Would have been an absolute stunner. It's the catch they kind of need to take at the moment. They're under the pump. Pitchers perhaps played a little better than we thought it might on the slow side, but they've just got on top of the game. Blatherwick then. Now Johnny Bairstow's been kind of watching on for a little while. Hasn't had much of the strike.
Partnership 119 from 58. A couple of chances have gone down, both from the bat of Will Luxton.
There's the more indication of what they're trying to do more to Johnny Bairstow, get it underneath the bat.
Some decent alumni from the England under-19s recently. Dominic Corpse just told me that Luxton was in the same group as Bethel, Rayan Ahmed and James Root.
Change up. A little bit of pace on a slow surface.
Let's go, guys.
Looks like he's got a good all-round game. Very good, strong, powerful player, but good technique, good method. Likes to hit the ball down the ground as well as square. Looks like the type of lad that's going to be difficult to bowl to. Busy, our stats man. Yorkshire have scored over 200 3 times and still not won. Now, the reason we say that, obviously they're marching towards 200 here, but
that's in Rose's matches against Lancashire.
Power down the ground all the way. Anything you can do, Will Luxton. I'll watch for a little bit and then have a go myself. 83 from 44, 150 for 1.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? You've got the master and the apprentice. You've got Beauty and the Beast. Luxton with the flowing drive, the wonderful technique, banging it straight over the top, and then this from Johnny Bairstow. Grrr.
ये ससेक्स वाला मैच बन सकता है. ससेक्स कोई एग्जिट मत लेना लॉस में किसी में. वेट करना समझना, मैं बताता हूँ. मैं बोल रहा हूँ किसी में एग्जिट मत लेना लॉस में, मैं बताता हूँ. हाँ हाँ ये नहीं कि एग्जिट मतलब लॉस
Just
में
helped on its
लॉस में
way.
एग्जिट में गया।
They cannot control the boundaries. They are leaking runs. Johnny
हाँ, ये
Bairstow,
SX वाला
87,
ये बनेगा मैच
154 for 1.
SX वाला ना ये बनेगा वो
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस
ये
तोड़ने
बनेगा
जा
ये भी
रही
बन
है।
सकता है ये जैकफायर वाला
हम
भी
लोगों
बन
को
सकता है
जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
वो तो नहीं बनेगा वो तो
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली है इस राइफल से फायर हुई है मेरी राइफल है गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर
लगा तो रखा है तुमने
Job on his hands here. Luke Wood pleading with the captain, and no better time to bring back Jimmy Anderson. 6 matches prior to this, 13 wickets. He last played in the T20 Roses clash 20 years ago, would you believe? Opener bowling with Dominic Court. Crikey.
I think Lank's got 200. Bowled Yorkshire out for less than 100. Court got 3 for Anderson, 2 for 26.
Thought that's why he wanted us to bring that in the block hole. I think that will be the staple diet mainly. The odd short ball, mixing it up.
ससेक्स में ये चार लगा रखा है ना तीन इसमें लगा रखा है एक सत्तर
Ball appearing out of the shadow, cast by the point.
Lovely Johnny Bairstow up against Jimmy Anderson. There we go, block hole, slow ball. Just targeting that block hole as much as possible.
नहीं है खिलाड़ी तो मैं बना सकते हैं लेकिन
Two of the very, very best in the business. Jimmy Anderson, obviously, all his numbers and his career look after himself. Johnny Bairstow in white ball cricket and test match cricket. Gone up, will take some catching. You wouldn't believe it. What is going on with catching tonight for Lancashire Lightning? How costly will this prove to be? Another one gone down. You can't blame the sun this time. Almost there, would you believe it? What an innings this is. 98 now for Johnny Bairstow. What a partnership. It's the best partnership, in fact, for Yorkshire in a Roses game.
Yes!
Make that 4 more, make that a quite stunning 100 from Johnny Bairstow. One of the very best you could wish to see. You're not going to see him in international colours, maybe never again. But we are going to see an innings like that. I mean, that is absolutely extraordinary ball striking from Johnny Bairstow.
Oh, the man loves the big occasion. Came in here into the pod just before going and getting his pads on, and he just had that look of excitement in his eyes. Full house. Lancashire have had the better of this fixture for many, many years. Lancashire looked like they could be going through to the quarter-finals. Yorkshire struggling. All of it set up perfectly for Johnny Bairstow to come out and do what he does best. 6 overs still to come in this innings, and the worried looks on Lancashire faces are justified.
Expect some entertainment now for the next 6.
Luke Wells is the only bowler for Lancashire who's got away with it so far.
Even that you can see was intentional, just open the face, finding the gaps.
Yes.
One other Yorkshire batter made 100 in Rose's matches in the blast. Not from Yorkshire.
Quite an obvious googly that. Picked up quickly.
Was known as the Freak before Glenn Maxwell.
Being told 21 years ago. Oh, that has gone, and Phil Salt is just going to have to say, okay, this time I don't need to even try and catch it. High score then for a Yorkshire player in the Roses fixture. Johnny Bairstow take a bow, 109 from just 51.
Don't think he got anywhere near the middle of the bat that time. Off the toe of the bat, just brute force sent it over the boundary.
Oh, the biggest of the night. Someone throw that back. Be careful wherever you are, because it's raining boundaries.
T20 career best for Johnny Bairstow. It's gone down the stairs and out onto Talbot Street, probably. That might even be in the wrong direction, but never mind. Managed to fish it back out of the stairwell. He has absolutely monstered this over mid-wicket. Luke Wells dragged it down, and as soon as it came out of his hand, he must have thought, oh no, oh no.
All to go. 188 for 1. Carnage, absolute carnage. Not the middle of the bat, but it still will fly away. Just 1. Johnny Bairstow says, do you know what, I'll stay on strike for the next over. 189 for 1.
दीपक चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का? साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था। वो यही था।
Duke is back. जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
15 overs of Yorkshire's innings. Been so destructive. Bairstow and Luxton themselves. 89 for 1, still with 5 overs to go. Across where the Lancashire Lightning go.
I was just going to say, you mentioned 2-2-2 as a par score earlier. I think Lancs would be happy if they keep Yorkshire to that at this stage. It's just been an onslaught, hasn't it? They've not found a way to stem the flow of runs. And when they have had the opportunity, they've put it down.
Well, they're going with the overseas. Chris Green. Slow and wide, and he'll have to bowl it again. I think where they've struggled is to obviously put down 2 chances so far. Luxton on 46, then 67. Wickets stem the flow, regardless of the time of the innings, but in particularly breaking big partnerships. They need a wicket now, desperately. Well, he goes leg side, Bairstow. Has he got all of it? No, he hasn't. Phil Salt, who put down a catch earlier at long on. takes this one easily, and it's the big wicket of Johnny Bairstow. Handshakes as he walks off. Been absolutely outstanding. Some of the very best of Johnny Bairstow, regardless if it's in an England shirt or around the world or even for Yorkshire. He is getting a standing ovation here from the Emirates Old Trafford crowd. Really does compliment how good an innings this is. His highest score for Yorkshire, 116. Pure entertainment. Yorkshire 190 for 2.
तेरे साकरिया बाजार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है.
As a Yorkshire player.
Abdullah Shafiq. It's off the mark quite easily. Yeah, you're right, Kate. Playing big derbies in domestic cricket. Always huge rivalry, but amongst that rivalry is huge respect. Certainly a knowledgeable crowd here, realising the quality on show. An opportunity here for Lancashire just to stem the flow of runs ever so slightly.
Yeah, this is where Lancashire need to be smart. They need to keep Luxton off strike now and bowl at Shafiq, who's just come in and witnessed an incredible partnership. It can be difficult sometimes when you've watched that on the side. You feel like you can come out and do exactly the same, and it's not often the case. They need to execute their plans to Shafiq here.
Well, into the action straight away. You said you can get carried away watching the ball fly everywhere. Abdullah Shafiq right in the thick of the action.
What do I know? I think that goes to show how good this pitch is. Second ball dancing down to Chris Green, a really experienced international, and just the timing of the shots tonight. Johnny Bairstow, you saw him bludgeon a few, but generally it's been timing. Another crowd drop as well.
Good from Green, opportunity. Oh, direct hit would have been real close. Real close. Abdullah Shafiq just indicating a hint of turn. Adventurous, taking a single to the bowler. Been really tight. Good over this from Chris Green. Wicket at Bairstow. Say just the 10 off it, but has been batting paradise so far. Now, dot ball to finish it. 199 for 2.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, you know. I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
To go here in the first innings, Kate. The Lancashire go. It looks like they're going to Anderson, but who would you go to for the last 4?
Yeah, I think Chris Green's over just then was actually really important, and I thought how he came around the wicket going wide and slow, just taking the ball out of the arc, really smart. So we'll definitely see Chris Green again tonight. Blatherwick was unlucky, but how often do you see bowlers bowl 3 overs in a row in T20 cricket? It felt like that last over just Keaton Jennings gave him the opportunity to get lined up a little bit.
Bowling to a leg side dominant field. Brings up the 200 for Yorkshire. Just the 17th over, but they'll need to build on that given how good the surface is here.
putting your captaincy hat on here, what do you think Lancashire have done wrong, or do you think it's just one of those nights where you go, hats off to Johnny Bairstow and Luxton, they've been incredible?
Yeah, I think a bit of both. I think the surface is excellent. Sort of alluded to at the very beginning of the game, you always get consistent bounce here at Emirates Old Trafford. Hence, accessing the boundaries when you do get it wrong as a bowler. It's working your favour just slightly more. Captaincy hat on now. It's possibly going to more slower balls, slowing the ball up even more and backing that. Which so far have dominated with pace on, you would say. And that comment should be mentioned with how good the surface is. Leg side, chance, no. Just bounced in front of Chris Green. Out a deep square. Shafiq comes back for 2.
If anyone can take those catches, it is Chris Green. He's got a phenomenal set of hands and he's given himself the best chance. Always, always so difficult diving forward. But be careful of your teeth on that bounce.
Proper athlete as well, Chris Green. Moves well for a big man. Sportsman. Yeah, good from Anderson. Is it a change of pace, as I was alluding to, Kate? Don't have to be the same line, the same length the whole time, but just subtle changes of pace.
Yeah, it was a cutter into the pitch, and it's probably where Lancashire in the first 10 overs just lacked that variation. They kind of stuck a ball in that top of stump length, which was just going the distance. They've learned from that first 10 and come back a little bit better in the second 10.
Good over so far from Anderson, just conceding 5, 1 delivery to go. It's been expensive in this game. Good in the tournament, new role, still that intensity that he's brought over the course of his career. Well, tries to go full and is met with the full face of Will Luxton's bat for a maximum. 17 done, 210 for 2.
विक्रम चाहे जितना भी फड़ पड़ा ले ढूंढ नहीं पाएगा.
We experiencing some turbulence. Good evening, Priya. This is your captain speaking. कैसा लगा मेरा स्टंट?
एक हिंट तो देते. Hint.
बड़े आराम से.
Streaming now on Sony Live.
Pushes it the whole way. Anderson will be furious.
You could just hear him on stump mic, couldn't you? The frustration that he let out. He's obviously tried to go for the Yorker and missed his length. Fascinating. Everything that's been pace off has been difficult, or more difficult to hit tonight.
Too good. Well, that's lucky. Very, very lucky from Abdullah Shafiq. It is raining boundaries here at Old Trafford.
It's been the story of the night for Lancashire, really. They've just not been able to stop this ball flying to the boundary. Luke Wells just watches it sail over his head.
As a bowler, Kate, surely you wouldn't mind that, though. Playing a good shot with a bit of luck, forcing him to do something different, as opposed to going pace on the whole time, missing full.
It's a wide ball. You can see Luke Woods just trying to force that wide line. Again, trying to take the ball out of the batter's arm. But I think on nights like this, when the ball is travelling, I think you have to measure yourself as a bowler on whether you've executed your plan.
It's a tight call, isn't it?
I'm a bowler and that's a wide. That's gone over the blue line. But yeah, I think you have to be you have to have a really clear way of being able to measure yourself on your execution. think there's plenty of days like this, especially in the shortest format, where you can bowl your best balls and they go for 4, but if you're bowling wide and short and not, getting hit to the areas where your fielders are, then I think that's where you have to really measure yourself. And that's where I think it's been quite hard tonight to work out whether Lancashire have bowled well or Yorkshire have batted exceptionally well, which they definitely have.
The one thing you can say is the basics of the game are a little bit off. A couple of drop catches in amongst that definitely would have helped. Assisting with that wide line. Adjudicated another wide by Rob White. Wood won't mind it. Like you say, operating that wide line, something he has done in the past, pace on, but might just change his pace, the odd one. That definitely was wide, Kate Cross.
It's unfortunate with the angle because it does hit the blue line, so you think the bowler should get the benefit there, but it obviously travels past the blue line and the batter's unable to get there.
Clean strike, push hard for 2 and no is the call. Good piece of work from Chris Green.
But yeah, as a bowler, when you're trying to hit that wide line, you accept you're probably going to bowl a few wides and give the batters a few extra deliveries, but it's almost when you go straighter, that's when you know you've misexecuted.
Do you ever find with bowling umpires or batting umpires, one's more lenient than the other, or not at all?
I don't think anyone's lenient on bowlers these days. Look at the score.
Oh, get the violin out. How many times have we heard it? Squeezed away. Push hard again. Still will pick up 2.
Remind me, was there a wide in that World Cup Super Over on the blue line?
I think it was a white line, but yeah, something like that. No, the reason I ask is in such a high-scoring game, when you sit back and look at how a side's performed both with batter and ball, particularly, say, in a high-scoring game, you really put high value on bowlers over batters. It elevates an average batter to a high-quality batter, but your quality bowlers are a premium. And 1 over of 7 and a wicket, or an over of 9 and a wicket, really do make a difference. Just creating opportunities as and when you can. That's why I think he's gone to Anderson and Wood now. Keep Jennings' senses. Now is the chance. We need to see the back of Will Luxton. Brilliant. Perfect Yorker to finish the 18th over. Luke Wood work with the ball done for the evening. 1 for 44 Yorkshire. 221 for 2.
मौजूद अक्तूब आवाशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया। आशु था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था। सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना, ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, मैच से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर।
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है।
मैं जेल में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया।
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सबके लिए खोपड़ी।
Wells, I mean, they bat so deep. Green, Latherwick. You have to be talking upwards of 240, 245 maybe to bat them out of the game. I think right here and now, we'll take a couple of wickets, restrict them to in and around 235. Chance. This bounces in front of Tom Hartley down a deep square.
You know Josh Butler better than anyone. Is he the kind of guy that numbers don't matter to him? Is he just he just backs himself that this, he's seen it's a belter of a pitch and just wants to get out there and have a go?
Yeah, here I think it's changed over the years, certainly since I've played over the course of my T20 career and since I finished. It's changed in such that I played earlier, my international career. People like to set targets each and every over. Oh, nothing more than a flick, and a flick all the way for 6. How good is this bloke?
Well, we didn't know much about Will Luxton before tonight, but Tell you what we have learned is timing is exceptional. His leverage that he's got, he's just able to use the pace of the ball and just flick that ball for six. As easy as you like. It's been an exceptional innings from him. He's currently 86 off 42 balls.
Yeah, plenty of power to work with. He's composed and balanced. Very impressive so far. It's just a change in field here as the bowler was running in. So stop and play. Fine leg has come up. There's now deep point, deep extra cover. Imagine he would still go into the wicket. Oh! Just a touch wider with his line. But to come back to your question, okay, the other side of it is the likes of Joss Butley. You talk about some of the most destructive players in the world. Phil Salt would be one of those as well. They like just to take the scoreboard out of the equation. Because if they go through an over where they really feel like things are in their favour, they might hit it for 30. And if they have a target in mind, that means they only might take it for 15. So that's such a big swing in the game. Over the course of their careers, obviously you get better with the method that you're trying to apply, the more you apply it. Well, offside, is it a chance? Oh, finds the gap again. Back for two.
It's good from Blatherwick though. He's taken pace off his last two deliveries and just managed to slow it down a little bit. Again, he's gone for that wide line. He's got the field set for it. He's got protection out there. They're the ones that you don't want in front of the Western Terrace, aren't they? As a Lancashire player.
Certainly not. She's saying the key is to stick with wide pace off if possible. Goes straight this time. This goes straight up as well. Luke Ward coming around. Oh, down again. Second time tonight he's put one down. And the third Lancashire Lightning have as a team. Difficult catch. He's running away from the sun, across from mid-off. Phil Salt at long on, running in. Normally would say, person coming in, it's his catch. Phil Salt might have not been able to make the ground. Yet another chance goes a begging.
That's 46, 67 and 88 he's been dropped on now.
Well, I'll be buying a lot of ticket this evening. Short in the direction of Salt. And again, just bounces in front of a Lancashire Lightning fielder. One over left. 2:33 for two.
A crime drama like never before. That will keep you on the edge.
सर लड़की की बॉडी अभी तक नहीं मिली.
आपको अभी तक जो भी इस केस के बारे में बताया गया है सब झूठ है.
That will leave you haunted. Crime dramas will never be the same.
Is she alive?
Black, white and grey. Love Kills. Streaming now on Sony Live.
Envisage this as a chaseable total, given the quality that they have, given the power they have in their batting lineup. Upwards of 240 or 245, you would say, batting out of the game.
Yorkshire have obviously gone for the extra spinner as well tonight. They've gone 3 spin and Lancashire's spinners have punished. Tom Hartley's gone at 19 and a halves, Luke Wells 12s. So yeah, like you said, Morgs, I think they'll be almost looking forward to the opportunity to getting out there and having a bat now.
Yeah, well, Will Luxton is not done yet. 89 from 45, and it's over to Chris Green. 6 deliveries. Will he stick with that wider line? Goes Yorker, right on the money. Luxton wanted 2. Gets 1.
He's got his sights on that 100, hasn't he? One way of taking Johnny Bairstow's limelight is by throwing one better than him.
Wide. circling. Taken. Well, it's been a lottery when a catch has gone up tonight for the Lancashire Lightning, but Tom Hartley has made it look very, very simple.
Yeah, it was that wide line again from Chris Green. We've just been speaking about the success of that plan. With a high ball that Tom Hartley makes no mistake under this time. Fielding has probably let Lancashire down tonight, but Tom Hartley makes no mistake in what could be a crucial over. He can keep Yorkshire under 240, 250 at this stage, then Abdullah Shafiq has to go for 21. He's played a good hand. Yorkshire 234 for 3.
Well, Lancashire will take anything at this stage, but it's more quality that arrives at the crease for Yorkshire to inflict more damage. Will Sutherland, it is. Australian overseas. Brilliant. Brilliant from Green.
They'll know each other well, these two, won't they? Played a lot against each other in the Big Bash. Chris Green for Sydney Thunder and Sutherland. The Renegades? Captain of the Renegades, I think.
I think you're right. Change of angle. Change of angle. Ball's gone straight up. Green's called mine. Takes a brilliant catch. Running back over his shoulder. One of the toughest catches in the game to take. And he's made that look very easy.
Yeah, this is experience from Chris Green. Immediately put his hands out and told everyone to stay clear so he could have a good run at this catch, and he's taken it quite comfortably in the end. That wide, slow plan. Sutherland just not able to get underneath it. And yeah, they are so difficult. You'd lose sight of the ball as it comes over your head. It's a brilliant over from Chris Green, but it might be a little bit too late for Lancashire. Sutherland goes for a duck. Yorkshire 234 for 4.
Well, just another chat. Chris Green, Captain Keaton Jennings alongside Joss Butler. It's been an excellent over. Just conceding one, taking 2 wickets. Wharton. Come in, and that will mean that Will Luxton will be stranded at the other end. Screen just probing away at that wide line. Still only 2 deliveries left. Just on the angle, more so given. Spare a thought for the young 22-year-old at the non-striker's end on 90 not out. Excellent again from Green, and takes another. Brilliant again from Tom Hartley running in. Chris Green takes his 3rd wicket of the over.
Yes, left a lot to the imagination tonight, the Lancashire fielding, but they've rallied a little bit this last couple of overs. Great catch running in from Tom Hartley. Another batter comes and goes for Yorkshire. James Wharton has to go for another duck. 235 for 5.
I'm not sure what they're talking about, because Green has bowled the best over of the innings so far. Just conceding 2. Just ringing his changes here, Chris Green. Possibly talking tactics. The incoming batter. How he's going to go about it. Certainly his plan, his accuracy, his execution has worked in this over. It's been brilliant. We don't know how valuable this might be. The surface is a belter. Jordan Thompson to face the last delivery, and the left-handed Jordan Thompson at that. Quite a regulation field. What can he do with this one ball? And he goes Yorker. Thompson will try and come back from two. Joss Butler easily takes the bails off. And Lancashire Lightning finish with a little bit of momentum courtesy of Chris Green. He finishes his 4 overs, 4 for 33. That is brilliant. If there's any momentum to be wrestled back, it has come in this final over. Yorkshire absolutely outstanding. Century from Johnny Bairstow from 49 deliveries. Will Luxton stranded the final over on 90, not out. Yorkshire posted 236 for 6.
Yeah, he said spare a thought for Will Luxton, but I'm sure if you'd have told him on the bus over here on the way that he was going to get 90 not out in a Roses clash in front of pretty much packed Old Trafford, I'm sure he would have absolutely bit your hand off. But it's going to be an important start for Lancashire. Obviously, got some star-studded batters coming in early for Lancashire, and it's going to be important that they get Lancashire off to a good start.
Well, Yorkshire, after winning the toss, very happy with their efforts. Superb from Bairstow, 116. Will Luxton not look any way out of place alongside Johnny Bairstow. Finishes with 90 from 46. Abdullah Shafiq with a hand, 21 from 14 to 36 for 6.
Yeah, really difficult evening for the Lancashire bowlers. It's a brilliant pitch, as we've alluded to. Wood got proceedings underway with an early wicket of David Milan, but after that it was really, really difficult. Chris Green, the pick of the bowlers there, that outstanding last over, picked up 3 wickets in that.
Well, without doubt, we have seen
तेरे साकरिया बाजार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
मौजूद तो बाबाशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया. आज भी था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था. सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था.
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में इसको स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना. ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, बैक से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर.
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है.
मैं जेल में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया.
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सबके लिए खोपड़ी.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है.
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए.
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली है इस राइफल से फायर हुई है. मेरी राइफल है. गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूं सर.
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है. राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं.
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो.
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया.
Severasam. He is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसके फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
To hunt the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
It's soft. के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है।
रिपर चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का?
साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था।
वो यही था।
जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
मौजूद तो बाबा आशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया। आशु था लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था, सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना, ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, बैक से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर।
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है।
मैं स्टील में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया।
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सटकेली खोपड़ी।
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
he is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसकी फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली है इस राइफल से फायर हुई है, मेरी राइफल है। गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर,
बाजार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है।
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
he is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसकी फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
मौजूद तो बाबा आशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया। आशु था लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था, सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना, ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, बैक से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर।
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है।
मैं स्टील में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया।
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सटकेली खोपड़ी।
रिपर चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का?
साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था।
वो यही था।
जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
बाजार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए। अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है।
रिपर चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का? साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था।
वो यही था।
जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
Looks repeatable as well. You know, some players, young players, they come on and you watch it and we go a bit silly about it and think, oh, what an innings. I think this lad can repeat that because of the stuff you've talked about. It looks very repeatable. Good fundamentals, plays nice and straight, very orthodox player with power. I think he'll play lots more of those type of innings. Phil Salt, Keaton Jennings. If any side can chase this down, Lancashire Lightning can. They have the players. Josh Butler in at number 3, Ashton Turner, Luke Wells, Michael Jones. They've got plenty of batting. They have to play exceptionally well.
That one.
And if they do chase it down, it'll be the second highest successful run chase after that Middlesex chase against Surrey back in 2023 at the Oval. And you're right, when you look down and you look at the lineup, they've got Butler, Turner, Wells, Jones, Green, Blatherwick. They all come back down the order, but you can't even just relax now because of what's been going on. You've got to keep going and keep going. And Moriarty, formerly of Surrey. Keaton Jennings, the skipper, the man who's been under the pump. They'll need that and plenty more. It is a surprise to me, Corky. I don't know what you think about this, but no slight on Keaton Jennings whatsoever. Arguably the best player we've ever produced in England is sitting watching. Josh Butler, surely he should be out there.
Down, catch! Yes or no?
Completely agree with you.
Very good.
Josh Butler in a T20 game has to open the innings. I don't get it. He's too good a player to be sitting there. When you're chasing 237, you want your best players to have the most deliveries. If he fails, he fails. Like you say, Salt has been good. There's no disrespect for Jennings.
Oh, Tomo!
Yeah, I mean, sides see it differently, don't they? I mean, you look in the IPL, he bats at number 3. I think that's to accommodate other players. That's the problem I have with that decision. It's almost to accommodate other players when he bats at number 3. He's the best player. In every side he plays in, he's the best player.
Absolutely, so he should be there.
So the side should be accommodating him, not him accommodating others. Anyway, that's how it is. Hammered, absolutely hammered. That'll do nicely for Phil Salt. That'll do nicely for Lancashire. 8 off the first.
Just a little bit slower, and he just sits in the surface, and Salt just waits and waits, and really just slaps it past extra cover. Need to get off. If Lancashire are going to chase this down or give themselves a chance, they've got to go hard in the power play. Have to be minimum, I think, 60 or 70 in the power play.
रिपर चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का? साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था।
वो यही था।
जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
Powerful striker of the ball, Keaton Jennings. Apologies, formerly of Kent, not Warwickshire. Matt Mills. Helped on its way. Improvisation from Keaton Jennings. He can't hang around for too long. First boundary. Yeah, decent shot. Fine and third up. Pace on. Plays his shot very well, Keaton Jennings. He's always played that shot really well. What are you going to do here, Corky? Come on. What is a bowler? Yeah, tell her. I mean, the bowlers have been flying everywhere. The field he's set here, he's got square fielders. So for me, I'm looking to still hit back of a length. Back of a length, tight line. So I'm trying to go from probably middle and leg to off stump. There. And saying to him, if you want to try and heave me over mid off mid on, good luck. And if you don't get it right, I've got a bit of cover out at deep square leg. Look, it's flat wicket, and it's easy when you're 53 years old and standing in the pod. The thing that impressed me about Chris Green, and he obviously got rewarded 4 for 33, I think it was, bowled underneath the bat. He bowled it full and underneath the bat, basically saying to the batter, hit me for 4, but don't hit me for 6. Same again. Brilliant batting, brilliant improvisation, goes all the way somehow. Somehow that has gone all the way. Again, look at the length. Full on, and when somebody's already played that shot, you know it's going to go back to it at some stage. And look at the length, it's fullish. He's trying to go wide in the hole because he's got that man out at deep points. And I don't mind him trying it, but when someone does it first, you've got to have something to stop him doing it, whether it's a slower ball or length delivery.
It's not a bad delivery, but sometimes you bowlers have to say, sometimes the batting is outthought him, that's all. I don't think there's that much wrong with the delivery. And the problem you get now is David Malan, his field is moving all over the place to accommodate that shot. So Keaton Jennings can perhaps just go to plan B now. He's manoeuvred the field as he wants. Wanted to go down the ground.
When you look at Keaton Jennings' strengths in T20, I don't think it's hitting down the ground early on in his innings. He's looking to use those little ramp shots. He's looking to he comes obviously from Africa, wanting to cut and pull the ball. As a bowler, you've got to think, right, what does he want? He wants to use your fullish deliveries. Can he hit your back of a length? And say to him, you hit it. I'm going to bowl it there, you hit it. Give him one go.
On the attack, it's going to slip in place. It's not bowling to your slip, unfortunately.
I'm saying a mind wide deliveries, but I like his plan is he's trying to go back into salt. And he's got his cover out again, square, so slip has come out now. He's got a short third and a deep point as well in place, and a deep square leg. Back of a length, straight lines.
Like that, but it gets hammered. We'll see it again on replay whether there's any width. What a shot. We've seen some extraordinary shots throughout the evening so far. That right up there. 2 gone. They are marching on. They're flying here. 24 without loss.
It's soft. तेरे साकरिया बाजार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है.
That's the perfect start. If you're Lancashire fans, all those that are at the ground tonight, they want to see a match-up. And we're on for it at the moment. Will Sutherland, a man under pressure now, Australian.
This is when you're a Yorkshire player now, is keep away from the edges. As the locals are getting quite well hydrated, Nick, and everything that just slightly goes wrong, they'll be on you.
There's power down the ground. Keaton Jennings can smash him, and he's just getting going now.
I think whether that was a slower ball, it's a good shot. Slightly over pitched, a decent shot, yeah, slow delivery, but it's width again. And you know, as a batter, if you can get your hands through it in a power play with all the fielders in the circle, you've got a chance of getting it over and the boundary. It's a good shot.
Feel he's missed out there. No one at fine leg. Yeah, you can see Keaton Jennings. It was right in the slot. If you're going to play that shot, it's almost the perfect ball. That's why I love watching these guys. You could see, you know, go back to the days when you played. He knew that was going to be short because the ball before gets belted back over his head. He knows the bowler's going to bang it in. Now then, hasn't got this. Hasn't got it. Taken. There was an element of doubt about it because he didn't quite get it, Don Bess. He wasn't quite sure. He's backtracking quickly, but it's enough just.
And something comes off. Yeah. It's like a white finger protector, and the crowd thinks he's dropped it. And he goes and picks it up, says, "No, mate, that's just the finger protector. I've taken the catch." We saw Lancashire put down quite a lot of not easy catches, but catches they would take most of the time. And again, back of a length, never easy to hit it back over your head. It's the length that makes it harder. And you can see it comes flying out. His fingers come off, and they think he's dropped it. Gives it out with the finger. He's protecting. Decent from Don Bess. Good from Sutherland. And Yorkshire have their first.
Yeah, it does well in the end. He just misjudged it ever so slightly. Well, we haven't had to wait too long debating about whether Josh Buttler should open the innings. He's pretty much opening it now, but he's only a couple of overs out. So Phil Salt and Josh Buttler, they're going to have to play something very special here together just to get them up and running here. They've got to start. The numbers are there for everyone to see, but the impact that he has on a game more so than the numbers. England captain anymore, and I just feel that's kind of freed him up a little bit. Thought that's excellent from Sutherland. Corky talking about the length. Well, would have been spectacular.
Again, though, the length. You know, you're talking about one of the best in the business. Come in, bowl that hard length here at Old Trafford, even on your flat wickets, into the surface. No room, don't allow him to clip you through the leg side, don't allow an easy one from the offside. Go back in at him, hit just above the bails, waist height. That's why Keaton Jennings struggled to hit it back over the head. Ball before he did it, it's too full.
Bit of an ugly heave, but trying to hit down the ground. Three gone, 32 for one.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
Who's in close? Who's in the contest?
White ball. Peterson would be up there, wouldn't he? Kevin Peterson. Bairstow would be up there.
Two of the best, aren't they, playing in this game? Just Gothic, Gooch. Right, Butler. Against the spin of Moriarty. Nicely played, just great use of the wrists. It's what he often does, Butler. Just gives himself a little time to get in. Can't do it for long here, though.
How does it go that wide, though, Nick? That extra cover, David Milan seems like he's not straight enough. Don't best that like Butch. No, he had to come all the way round. Problem is here, in this power play, if he gives any width, he's going to go over extra cover.
Just dispatched. Ease with which he played the shot.
So easy, isn't it? Just look at his setup. He's set up that he can access all areas. So Moriarty does not want to bowl too much width, so he just hits him over mid-on.
That's the point we were making in the last over. You look at the really top players. He played that off the back foot before the ball was even bowled because of the ball before. He was waiting for a shorter ball. Didn't quite get it, and therefore couldn't quite get it through. The very best players, they sort of outthink the bowlers more often than not. A little bit like Chris Green there, working on the theory of getting it as full as possible, so the damage is as least as possible.
Not a lot in it at the moment between where they were at this stage. Yorkshire 42 for 1.
Pretty good over so far. Can he save the boundary off the last ball? Yeah, he can. That's a very good over. In the context of the game and the power play from Moriarty, 9 from it, 41 for 1.
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
Severasam. He is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसकी फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
Plenty to come. Last couple of overs of the power play, they're going to try and kick on here. Okay, won't be long, I don't think.
What you're trying to do against two of the best as a bowler is you're trying to build the pressure up early on in the over. So Butler's thinking, right, okay, now I've got great pace, Milnes, but he's just looking to bowl back of a length. What are my options? It's any width, he's going to flay it. Anything full, he's going to hit it back over his head.
Bowl it into the surface, surely. Yeah, has to, because that's where his cover is. Hasn't got enough cover, though. He's got two fielders out. That's all he's allowed, but even they can't pick that up.
Again, without pace, you're going to struggle when somebody like Butler runs at you. And that's what he's looking to do. So he goes into the pitch, and there's just a big gap between that backward square leg and deep mid-wicket. No chance of cutting that off.
Johnny Bairstow's just got them all a little square on the leg side boundary. That's gone up. This will be taken possibly. Or some catch if he can. Oh, nearly. Maybe a game-changing moment. Don Bairstow just took one a little earlier. It was always going to be difficult.
Listen to that crowd as well. Nighty, got to have just a smile on your face. You're right, it goes up a long way. He gets himself in a decent position in the end. It isn't always going to be easy over his shoulder, but he's in a good position. His hands are high enough, but it just goes straight through. How many catches have we seen go down this season, Nick Knight?
Yeah. And again, Josh Butler on strike again.
I saw Dooley do a masterclass here as well. Clapping him down like anything, Simon Dool.
He dropped about 3 or 4. Dooley was quite quiet after that.
I watched it. He didn't get a hand on some of them. He has been retired quite a lot. I didn't see you sticking your hand up.
I said that to him.
No, I know.
Luckily, I was asking the questions. I can't see anyway these days. Wonder how impactful that will be. Yeah, that's too easy. That's too easy for Phil Salt with that baseball-style setup. Just helps it on its way, 50 up in no time.
And again, it's just that length where he can just swivel round. Watch this. Helps it on its way. There is a short fine in place. And this outfield is quick here. They're in a bit of trouble here. They've got to start now. Got to get one of these two out, Yorkshire. This game, they're going to put themselves in a position to chase these down.
Swatted. Should have been stopped. Going to cost an extra run. Fielders under pressure, bowlers under pressure. What a game we got here. 54 for 1 from 5.
मौजूद अक्टूबर आशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया। आज भी था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था। सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
मैच में इनको स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना। ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, बैक से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर।
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है।
मैं जेल में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया।
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सबके लिए खोपड़ी।
61, 2 for 1 at this point. So there's a little bit of a gap. Not so much trouble from the sun as it disappears behind the point. No excuses for drop catches now. Lancashire get a partnership going. Those Yorkshire fielders will come under fire from this rowdy and raucous crowd. A crowd that has been treated to some incredible stroke play so far. No! Stroke play is a little bit like a souffle, by the way, Kate.
Just go with it. I would have gone with it. What an excellent game we've had so far. We're only 5 overs into the second innings. It's an absolute belter of a pitch, isn't it? I was just talking to the ground staff about do they know it's going to be a good pitch? Do they create it to be a 250 pitch in a T20? And they do. I thought it was guesswork.
Oh, goodness. He may have had 2 or 3 different places in mind where he wanted to hit that ball for a 4. Came charging down the pitch, would have gone straight had it been full. Had it been a little bit straighter, he might have pulled it over mid-wicket. Butler chose option 3, over cover for 4. Oh, that's up. That needs catching. Is it Bess again? The ball's following him around. And I tell you what, he's gamely chasing it down, that is for sure.
I feel like he was never going to get to that when it was a valiant effort. He sprinted round from mid-off. He was probably best placed to catch it because you're running forward for those catches. Creating chances though here, Yorkshire.
No no chance there. One bounce for. Full array on show here from Josh Butler.
You saw the power 2 balls ago, and that's the precision of Josh Butler. Little flick, whatever length that is, it doesn't matter. He backs himself to get in front of the stumps. Almost gone for 6. This is the partnership, isn't it? This is the one that Yorkshire would have been dreading. Just starting to get legs now.
Fine leg goes back. 2 balls left in this power play. Pulls it into the leg side. It's not off the middle of the bat. Doesn't need to be.
That's why when you ramp in the power play, it's so hard to set a field to, because you have to change the field. They put fine leg back, brought square leg up, and he's just gone straight over square leg. Butler's on the charge here.
Fine leg. Jaffa Chowan comes back up inside the circle. Long on goes back now. Sutherland might be thinking pace off here. Have another go. Still 1 ball left in the power play.
Yeah, it did go pace off, but just got the line wrong. Often in the power play, when seam bowlers have long on out, you know there's going to be pace off the ball.
Calm, tame end to an all-action power play. 70 for 1.
A crime drama like never before. That will keep you on the edge.
सर लड़की की बॉडी अभी तक नहीं मिली।
आपको अभी तक जो भी इस केस के बारे में बताया गया है सब झूठ है।
That will leave you haunted. Crime dramas will never be the same.
Is she alive?
Black, white and grey. Love Kills. Streaming now on Sony Live.
Since then, just been power and precision. Lancashire finished their power play 70 for 1.
Michael Goff with the windmill, signalling the end of the power play. Field restrictions are over. Jaffa Chowan is off. Very little in it. Yorkshire 72 for 1. 1 run behind Lancashire. Big spell this, you feel. Jaffa Chowan. Spin got the treatment as far as Lancashire were concerned. Tom Hartley went for 39 in 2. Wells 24 in 2. Chris Green with 4 for 34 has been best on show all night.
And to be fair, his figure's slightly clouded by that last over, which only went for a couple. Picked up 4 wickets in it.
Really nice start this from Jaffa Chowan, just 23 years of age. He's been around England squads. Rob Key and Brendan McCullum like the look of it. Just fired it in towards the pads of both these right-handers and got it to grip.
Ow!
Similar line again.
He's gone slightly slower than the Lancashire bowlers went in the first innings. We saw at the back end that pace off is a little bit harder to hit, so hopefully Yorkshire have learnt that from the Lancashire innings.
Thought he just got got away with it, but no. To re-bowl that last ball. Just the 3 singles off the bat and the 1 wide so far. Big shout. Probably pitching outside leg, but that is an excellent over. We've seen the ball disappear all over the park this evening, but that has only gone for 4. 74 for 1.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली है इस राइफल से फायर हुई है। मेरी राइफल है। गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर।
Dan Moriarty's back on.
Oh, Mossa! Great length.
Yeah, you're chasing such a mammoth total. Every single dot ball. Required rate goes upwards. 12.7 now.
Down. Go, Mal, go, Mala! Go, Mala!
Fiercely struck into the offside. Bit of a mix-up. But no harm done. Milan with the good half stop at extra cover.
But there was no place to hit this ball, but as good as his hands are, stopped by David Milan at cover. See, just wants to show his intent, put the pressure back onto the bowler, especially after that quiet over from Chauhan we've just seen.
Oh yes, he's got all of that. The boundary count wasn't going to stay quiet for long. Phil Salt brings up the 50 partnership in style.
It's exactly what he was trying to execute, the last ball of the last over. He's got a big piece of that. Just helped it on its way with the angle that Moriarty's bowling. Catching the party stand. Say dot balls are important obviously from a Yorkshire point of view, but I think even 1s and 2s are pretty much going to win you this game. It's that boundary count that Lancashire couldn't stop.
On.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got my eyes glued to the required rate, just seeing how much difference it makes. It goes up 0.1 every single single. But that'll be 4. That's a touch of class. High class from Phil Salt. And they get 13 from the over, and the rate will just nudge down again, 87 for 1.
दीपक चंदन की हत्या के बाद यहाँ पर और भी हत्याएं हो रही है और केरला अब सीरियल किलर की चपेट में आ गया है।
कौन है ये लड़का? साहब ये वही आदमी है जिसने मंदिर के तालाब में मांस डाल के लोगों को भड़काया था। वो यही था। Duke is back.
जो पूरे शहर में आतंक फैला रहा है। सरकार ने सीरियल किलर को पकड़वाने वाले के लिए 10 लाख रुपए की घोषणा की है, जिंदा हो या मुर्दा।
Jaffa Chauhan bowled a very quiet over previously. They'll come at him this time. It's a sort of night. See, we saw Will Luxton impress everybody. I mean, it was a stunning innings from him. 90 from 46. A sort of night that makes reputations of young players. This sort of pressure.
Catch that.
Oh, it's not been hit well.
Yes, Tomo. Yes, Tomo.
mercifully lands shy of the fielders and they pick up a couple. Zafar Charan is in exactly the same position, under huge pressure. Two immense strikers of the ball at the crease, needing 12.5 runs and over, knowing they're going to be coming at him. Fantastic. So good. There are gaps everywhere when you can strike it as well as this.
It felt like the first over was almost just to have a look to see what was going on, but Phil Salt and Josh Butler have got too much experience to let that happen again, and they've just managed to put him off his line and length a little bit more this over.
Smeared into the leg side, should only be one.
You think Will Luxton was facing the likes of Jimmy Anderson and Luke Wood as well, and can't really have much of a harder task than facing yourself up against Phil Salt and Josh Butler, can you? In my opinion, it's a difficult pairing. Probably one of the most difficult in world cricket, I would say.
Yeah, and he hasn't moved away from his plan in the first over. He hasn't thought to himself, well, you know what, they know what's coming. He's gone in towards the four that went down the leg side. He just got the line slightly too far down the leg side, but everything else has been in at middle and leg stump. That time he got a little wider. But the error wasn't by much. And again, it's a good over. Just less than the rate required. 11 from that one, 98 for one.
तेरे साकरिया बाजार के लिए, हमारे जिम खाने के लिए, अगर जान भी लगानी पड़ जाए तो भी तुम लड़ोगे, है ना? अपना ग्रैंड शो बस अभी शुरू होने वाला है.
See there's not much in the comparison. Yorkshire were 91 for one. A great game on our hands.
Jordan Thompson. Be moving to Birmingham Bears next year, but he has been in this situation and relished this situation for Yorkshire over his time with the White Rose. Oh, and is greeted with a crunch down the ground. That familiar sound, the sound you normally get from the bat of Josh Butler.
That tiny square I just spoke about as a seamer that you can bowl up, that is not it. That is right in the slot and absolute bread and butter for Josh Butler.
We say it about the best ball strikers of a golf ball, that it just sounds different. It sounds different with Butler. Bit of souffle out towards the offside.
Rose's clash wouldn't be complete without the mascots trying to wind the players up, would it?
He's stalking Will Luxton. Oh, that's up. That's Jordan Thompson at his best. He's foxed Josh Butler, and Dom Bess has clung on. Apologies, it's Phil Salt who has holed out to Dom Bess. Bess has his second catch of the night. Phil Salt is on his way back. Don't panic, Lancashire fans. Butler is still there, but it's Thompson with the breakthrough.
That's what Dominic Court was talking about earlier, just trying to hit that hard length down the ground, and he's flat batted it straight into the air, and Dom Bess makes no mistake with that one. Probably not the way you're going to teach the young kids how to catch, but he's managed to cling onto it, which is something Lancashire didn't do in that first innings. Yorkshire have their second wicket. It's Phil Salt, he's had to depart. Very healthy 38 off 20 balls, and Lancashire 103 for 2.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he's gone, the way he's gone, I think it could have been handled better, or there should have been more communication. If I had anything to do with it, I would have made him captain straight away after Australia.
Here's the new man. Vastly experienced T20 player. He's got Josh Butler at the other end. Partnership needed again.
That's good running from the Lancashire duo. I think there's something that Ashton Turner does exceptionally well. Gets his innings going by just hitting out into the sweepers and running really hard. You can't find those boundaries. That's a good way of putting pressure back on the bowler as well.
It's just the sort of scenario you just got to take everything you can, haven't you? Looking for boundaries, you're looking to strike the ball cleanly, but if you don't, sprint the first one, try to get it to every single run vital here. Belting pitch, big crowd, and the record run chase required. What clean gather from Milan. Butler might have been in strife there. Yorkshire won't mind that for a couple of reasons. Quietish over from Thompson. He sees off Salt and Butler is off strike. 10 overs gone, 106 for 2.
सारा देश आज शोक मना रहा है। राजीव गांधी के हत्यारे अभी पकड़े नहीं गए हैं।
फौरन एक स्पेशल टीम तैयार करो और इस टीम को किसी भी तरह के दबाव से दूर रखो।
मैंने बॉम्बर आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया।
Severastan. He is practically a ghost. Now that we know of him, इसकी फोटोज को बाहर निकालो, फिर देखते हैं कहाँ भागता है एक ghost.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
To hunt the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
Lost. Wicket of Phil Salt for 38, but Josh Butler's still at the crease. Ashton Turner, Australian overseas. 131 still required. Ignite, how do you see the game?
That's pretty well poised. Obviously, the wicket of Phil Salt's just put a dent in it for Lancashire a little bit, but they've still got batting to come. If I was Rob Keane, the selectors, Luke Wright, I'd be putting whatever I'm doing on hold and watching this moment here, because they're interested in Chauhan, and they're up against, or he rather is up against a high-class batter in a big moment in the game. And how's he going to cope? Because this has kind of got an international feel for it, or to it rather. So you learn a lot about, you know this more than I, you learn a lot about your players that you want to pick right now.
Absolutely, and people sit back and ask questions about what goes on in selection meetings. And it's games like these that stand above others. For the likes of Chauhan, as to how they stay composed. Do they stick to their strengths? Do they stick to their character? Do they stay calm?
You're looking, I'm guessing you would have been looking at temperament as well. That's what we're questioning, not questioning at all, wrong word, we're looking at here.
Yeah, absolutely. Notable thing so far is he's controlled his field. Bowled exactly where he wanted, being put under pressure by the likes of Salt and Butler. And has come up trumps so far. Don't want him changing anything dramatically, sticking to his own game. He has been impressive.
It's not always the runs or wickets you get, it's when you get them, and that's the point here.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant yet again. Just a hint of turn on offer. It's the change in pace, just a bit odd variation. Not trying to turn the ball too big, running through his repertoire. Length is good.
Yeah, massive delivery, there's 5 from 5. Just anything but a boundary for Chauhan.
Down the wicket from Butler and clipped into the gap for 4. A boundary to finish the over. Still a good one from Chahal, given the context of the game. Lancashire 115 for 2.
मौजूद तो बाबाशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया। आज भी था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था। सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
नहीं, मैच में इसको स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के लिए करता था ना। ये बोलता था ना हमेशा, बैक से फियर, नो नीड टू फियर।
आशु जितना मासूम है उतना खतरनाक भी है।
मैं स्टील में था तब वो वापस कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया।
वापस मतलब?
असल में राक्षस है वो, सबके लिए खोपड़ी।
Bother Joss Butler. Certainly bother the Lancashire Lightning if he gets out. Christian Turner get into his work quite quickly. 6 from 6 so far.
Give us a bit of an insight, Morgs, as to what you would be thinking now. If you're David Milan, you're looking at the score, you know what your bowling resources are, you know who you're playing against, what are you thinking?
Yeah, here I think you're in a really good position. The thing that's impressed me about the 5 bowlers that have bowled so far is that they've stuck to their allotted plan. They haven't gone predominantly pace on, they've gone through their variations, they've controlled the length, and they've created chances. If they continue to do that, they'll create more chances. But given the surface, how good it is, it's not going to be an easy game. Oh, Butler goes downtown. This goes all the way for 6. That is huge from Butler. And it brings up his 50, just off 31 deliveries. And that will be his 100th score of 50 or more, including hundreds in T20 cricket. The 5th player to achieve that feat. Alongside David Warner, Virat Kohli, Chris Gayle and Babar Azam. Treated today, Nighty, haven't we? Some ball striking.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I made the point earlier about Johnny Best, so it kind of got an international feel. He's always got a point to prove, and this atmosphere kind of suits him a little bit. I'm not sure that's quite so relevant with Joss Butler. I don't always feel he's got a point to prove, but just such a special player. They just can't bowl to him at the moment. I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? You bowl full, you get belted. If you bowl short, you get belted. If you bowl spin, you get belted.
Oh, caught in the crowd as well. Good catch. Loved it. Cool as you like. Just coming back to Butler, Nighty, there aren't many that can bowl at him. You think of some of the best in the world, the likes of Jasprit Bumrah even. Butler has seen the better of him on occasion. Very few. That's the quality we're talking. That's why during that onslaught from Yorkshire in the first innings, up down Lancashire's lineup, and you see Butler and Salt, you can chase down anything if they get going.
The ball, he wants the contest, and so often he wins the contest. Game-changing moment. Butler goes, well made 55, 124 for 3.
A crime drama like never before. That will keep you on the edge.
सर, लड़की की बॉडी अभी तक नहीं मिली।
आपको अभी तक जो भी इस केस के बारे में बताया गया है सब झूठ है।
That will leave you haunted. Crime dramas will never be the same.
Is she alive?
Black, white and grey. Love Kills. Streaming now on Sony Live.
15,000 runs. It's 150. Quality players, some of the best in the game. Right there, Warner, Kohli, Gayle, Babar Azam. Luke Wells joins Ashton Turner. Still a long way to go in this game. Talk about Jordan Thompson just having the impact, having the character, has produced 12 done, 125 for 3.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली है इस राइफल से फायर हुई है। मेरी राइफल है। गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर, मेरी
player. His feedback was just when I'm needed. Get me in the big moments of the game. He backs his slower balls, he backs his pace, he backs his change-up. Also backs his read of the game. Sixth bowler for Yorkshire tonight. Off spinner Dom Bess. Beats a left-handed Luke Wells.
Can't relax now here, Yorkshire. Seen the back of Phil Salt, now Josh Butler. Emotions running high, big game. They have to win this game. If they lose this game, they're effectively out in terms of qualification. They have a lifeline if they win. They've got a massive score on the board. And 2 big players out. Can't afford it just to take your foot off the gas a little bit. Partnership builds and then you're in trouble again.
Yeah, big couple of overs, you would say. Yorkshire can speed this game up, get it moving quickly. Go through for a couple of low-scoring overs. Race through.